A whistleblower is speaking out about Google's alleged attempts to meddle in U.S. elections. One America's Jacob DeMille has that report.
A Google insider goes public about the tech giant's left-wing political agenda. In an interview published by Project Veritas Wednesday, senior software engineer Greg Coppola slammed Google over its recent push toward far-left ideologies. Coppola claims he decided to come forward because he wants to increase transparency for large tech companies which, he says, have already made attempts to sway U.S. elections.
I think as the election started to ramp up, the angle that the Democrats and the media took was that anyone who liked Donald Trump was a racist, even a Nazi, and that got picked up everywhere. I mean, every tech company, everybody in New York, everybody in the field of computer science basically believed that. A small number of people do work on making sure that certain news sites are promoted.
According to Coppola, Google News is the largest offender of this bias, with it often promoting liberal news organizations known for their anti-Trump agendas.
I think it's, ridiculous to say that there's no bias. I think everyone who supports anything other than the Democrats, anyone who's pro-Trump or in any way deviates from what CNN and the New York Times are pushing, notices how bad it is.
Although Coppola believes this is a considerable problem, he says he doesn't think this is part of a broader conspiracy within the company. Instead, he thinks the problem likely stems from a small number of bad faith actors who have a large impact on how the algorithm behaves.
And in fact, I think it would only take a couple out of an organization of 100,000, to make sure that the product is a certain way. Yeah, but actually, on a day-to-day basis, I think probably a lot of people know that I like Donald Trump and they don't really care.
Google has recently been under fire on Capitol Hill over its impact on elections, with a Cambridge search engine expert testifying during a Senate hearing last week that Google swayed millions of people to vote for Hillary Clinton in 2016. And, that expert says, he sees no reason for Google not to ramp up its manipulative tactics heading into 2020.
In 2020, if all these companies are supporting the same candidate, there are 15 million votes on the line that can be shifted without people's knowledge and without leaving a paper trail for authorities to trace.
On Tuesday, the DOJ opened a broad investigation into large tech companies such as Google and Facebook. However, it's unclear whether the probe will touch on election meddling. Jacob DeMille, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.